Hello, this is Pete Agnew here from the Nazareth.
Why don't you tell me that it's over? Why do you keep me hanging on? Pick up your bags and run for cover. See what you mean, see it done. Why don't you cut me loose? You don't need me. And lift up your dress and walk away. There's nothing left you can say to please me. You're just a dog who's had its day. You beat around the bush and bumble about the good old days we had. Your face grows longer as you crumble. You had the good, now taste the bad. It all hit the fan. It all hit the fan. It all hit the fan.
Darren, we were at school together. You know the first day when you go to school, you're 5 years old and you're sitting there, the first time you go, your mum drops you off. Well, I was sitting next to him. Well, he was this side, I was that side. So we've known each other since we were 5 years old.
Right?
And we've been best
Oh,
pals
so
since
this
then.
boy stand up.
So that was 54 years ago that when we did and we started the band in 61.
I was 16 when I
62.
joined. 16, 17.
62. We've been doing it for together for 40 something years.
Sunshine, every single day have to light my way, darling. Right before my eyes, it don't come as no surprise that it's easy. It's easy loving you. Yes, it's easy. It's easy loving you. It's easy loving you.
My mother was always worried about this, you know, like if I'm
Nothing
going
to fall back on, son.
I need somebody to fall back on. Well, I figure most guys at my age have already retired, you know, so...
That's true, actually.
No, they said they've all retired. So I guess this is it. I'm just, I'm stuck with it. It was funny, a few years ago there, my wife, Jane, she says to me, you know, she said, we were out for dinner one night, she said, I've never liked that name, Nazareth. Ah, well, fair enough. I said, it's a wee bit late to change it now, you know. We've done 20 albums. You know.
Formerly Nazareth.
What was it, the guy formerly known as Nazareth? You know, the Clocks or something, you know. You know. I never liked that name, Nazareth. I thought, well, I
We
paid
could call
for
it that.
paid for the house.
I never liked that name, Nazareth. Call ourselves that, you know.
I don't know. Proper job, I don't know what that is. I mean, I just couldn't imagine doing anything like that anymore, you know. Just you've
Was
just
it the Spinal Tap? I could work in a hat shop.
no,
You could sell chapeaus. What size are you, sir? 6 and 7 eighths? 6 shoes, sir. 6 shoes.
No, we've done this too long.
It's too late, what's the cry?
Yeah.
The man with the balloons is just...
It's the... Well, just all this, even this. It's kind of silly, but it's what you do, you
Aye.
know, and you just get used to it, you know. And
It's like...
I mean, we take a couple of friends out now and again, you know, and we just lawyer, Blair and
Aye.
stuff, and we take them to someplace daft, you know, if we're playing Mongolia or
Aye.
something like that, you know. And you take them out for a laugh, and it's all very, like, for them.
It's a great wee adventure for them, right?
And as far as we're concerned, it's just another gig. You know, you just, it doesn't matter where it is. When we get there, if they got a stage, if they got electricity, that's very important, by the way.
You have
They
to
need
have that.
electricity.
You got to have that.
And sometimes we've been to places that didn't.
Oh, well, we've done that too.
But you need electricity, and we'll play.
I'm gonna change fast cars and I don't wanna settle down. The getting out shoe comes easily without the muck around. Women ladies come to me and I don't have to chase them down. Moving to the horses, then I move out. Being bad boy, and I'm gonna steal love. Yes, I'm a bad boy, and I'm gonna steal love. I'm leaving to your house, and I'm gonna build you up. 'Cause I'm a bad boy. I'm such a bad boy. Gonna rip you off, stinking son of a gun. Said I'm a bad boy. I'll stay on love. I'm so bad, I'm gonna steal your love. Rip you off, baby, mischievous son of a gun.
And I remember when we recorded this thing.
Yeah, I know the story. 148 takes.
When we recorded this number like way back in the Pi Mobile, and it's such a simple song, you know. But they had this Pi Mobile, and they were building the QE2 at the time. You know, when the QE2 was coming out, and we were doing it at the docks in Inverkeithing, and it was a shipbreaking yard, and the guys, the guys in the mobile, it was like bad boy, take 420 million, blah blah, and there was these skeletons sitting in the mobile, and the QE2 was a wreck, and it was getting broken up in the background. Anyway, here we go again. Take 3. We don't really feel right unless we're moving, you know. Like, none of my guys can sleep unless they're like, you know. When we go home, we get the wife to shake the bed so as we can go to sleep, and all that.
Stand up and go...
We're just no use to it, you know. Make an engine noise and you rock the bed, you know, and you can go to sleep then.
She thinks it's a bit kinky, actually.
That's the funniest one is like when you get up and you're going to go for a pee, you know, and so you see guys going to bed, they go home and you see them going this, they go, because they think they're getting in a bunk, you know, and they go like that, and then you get out, and then you go to the toilet and you go like that, and then you're standing in the middle of the night, half asleep, and you're going, you know, trying to press the, you know, they've got a thing that you press and you go,
An American must
because it's not there, you know, it's not.
Idiot.
I think it just,
The best one I ever heard was Alex Harvey. He was home
Alex,
for
aye.
God rest him. And he'd been on tour in the States, and he came back, and he got a phone call in the morning, right? And he went, right, I'm up, and the guy's going, hello, is that you, Alex? You know? And
he ordered room
and
service.
he ordered room service for this guy that phoned him.
He's like,
It was like his mate or something, you know.
Can I have an
I'll
orange
have,
juice and a-
an orange juice and 2 eggs over easy. I was like, Alec, what are you talking about? You know?
You don't get that at home.
No.
I don't get room service when I'm at home.
No, none of that.
No, this is the norm, you know. We're out. We spend most of the year on tour buses.
Yeah.
It's very romantic. Very, you know. Everybody go like, "Oh, I'd love to do what you do." Oh. Well, you might like some of it, you know.
I think most people would like it for about a week.
Aye.
You know, it's like I was on holiday this week with my wife and family, my oldest boy and his wife and the 2 grandkids that came out, right?
You're fine.
And Marianne was like, she couldn't remember her room number for the first 2 days, you know. And she was going, I don't know how you do that. Like every day, she's not not interested. It's like, I don't want to do this, you know.
I do that all the time. I go, you don't get keys anymore. They give you these wee plastic cards. Well, it's useless, right? Because half the time they don't work. But you go like 212, right? That's one. So you're up there, you're trying it, it's not working. Because that was, you were in 212 last night.
You're in 516 today.
Today, and you're going.
Go out and have your happy. You're the one that's taking it. You're the one that's faking it. You're the one whose heart's grown cold. You're the one whose heart's grown cold. Go out and have your happy. Just keep on taking it. Keep on faking it. You're the one whose heart's grown cold. You're the one whose heart's grown cold.
I mean, the guys,
Tom's been with us forever.
aye, they've been with us for most of them, about 20 years anyway. You know, and they're all the local boys. You know, they all come from
Phil.
town. Oh yeah, we've got a token Englishman.
Yes, we have.
He's from
English
London.
Phil.
English, but he's worked with us for 20 years as well. But the guys all live. I mean, they were all at school with each other and stuff. They're all a wee bit younger than us. Well, everybody is. I mean,
Santa's younger than
I
us.
was going to say the Pope's younger than me, but they've got Stevie and Rab. They were at school together, and well, Stevie's my cousin. We've got their sons work on the road crew. It's pretty much we're going to call it Nazareth and Sons and Cousins. You know, like on
It's
the
a
side of the
family
van.
business.
You know, you've got to be born into this job. You know, it doesn't.
Or just daft,
Aye, it doesn't come up for anybody. You know, we've always had the same guys.
Aye, pretty much. We've
And
had some...
they are very good. They are very good. I've got to admit they are very good. Although I don't really want that on a film because they want to rise, and I'm fed up with that. You know,
No, as we said
they
to
want
Tom,
more money. If we say
I
that.
said to Tom the other day when he was doing the stuff for the movie, he was doing the virus lap. I
Aye.
said, Tom, we need to get you in the band. He went, oh no, I'm not taking a drop in wages for anybody.
That's right. Aye. We were at Shepperton when we did the DVD that we're doing right now. And Tam, our guy that does our guitars, Tam does a lot of percussion stuff, you know. He does the virus slap, the tambourine, and he does all sorts of things. You don't see him doing it because he's off stage, you know. But he does all that, and he's very, very good. He's a great guitar player, actually, as well. And of course, we were getting it all panned and getting a nice sound on that. So we phoned Tam up to say, "Hey Tam, you're a star on this one, right? So we're going to bring out a wee CD with Tam's greatest hits, and all the things that he plays on, you know." Tam going, "That's me on the tambourine, that's me on the cowbell." He plays in about 8 songs.
He does
8
actually, yeah.
songs. Yeah, on the fly. He's a very busy man.
Hey, come on!
We're not filming.
This was not part of the deal.
Normally, you know, our lead singer doesn't leave all his stage gear lying in a hotel that we don't have a number for.
My name's Mr. McCafferty. I stayed in your hotel a couple of nights ago.
And I left my trousers.
Right, I left some clothes there.
It's been a long time. Yeah. And it's getting longer.
Apparently so.
Hopefully, it keeps getting longer
Oh,
and
yes.
longer.
Oh, I mean, that's good to wake up in the morning. I like that. Hey, another day.
Aye.
It's a bonus.
Oh, every day's a bonus, that's for sure. Right.
I'm drinking sweet champagne, got the headphones on by. Can't draw me light on my mind. They're saying goodbye, baby, baby, bye bye. Ooh, love is right. Don't go the flaps, don't go the wheels. Hope you got your heaters on, baby. Hope they finally fixed your automobile. Hope it's better when we meet again, baby. Starbreak, you got the love that I like. Alright, time is crazy, right around. I should not have got on this flight tonight. I should not have got on this flight tonight.
That'll do it, yeah.